dreams come true. If you have a vision, work with devotion, dedication, and determination, your dreams can come true. I realized this when I started following my passion and changed my career from a chartered accountant to writing and being an author. I realized this when I first met Mr. Narendra Raval, Guru, whose autobiography I had the honor of penning it down. I would like to share my journey with you of writing my first book. Friends, I met Mr. Raval for the first time in September 2015. I had a meeting with him in connection with my professional assignment. At that time, I did not even have the faintest of the ideas that destiny was bringing together both of us, where we would be creating a history together by writing his autobiography. In the first meeting, which was very brief, we just discussed about our professional work and dispersed. In April 2016, I had the opportunity of meeting Mr. Raval again. As I was waiting in his office's reception, my eyes fell upon the Forbes May 2015 magazine, on which he was featured on the cover page. As I was waiting for him, I had the opportunity to go through the entire article written on him in the Forbes, and I realized that here was a person whose life story needed to be brought to the world, and story which could inspire and motivate millions of youth to dream and achieve their dreams. When I met Mr. Raval, after finishing my work, as we were having a cup of tea, I shared my thought of writing his biography. Then he just smiled and told me that, Kailash, you are a chartered accountant, you are a recruiter, you are not a writer or an author. We discussed again, but the seed of writing his biography was already formed up in my mind. For the next 3 to 6 months, at every meeting, I pressed upon him to allow me to write his life story. Seeing my persistence, Mr. Raval was convinced, and one day he called me to his office and shared a very small incident of his life. He told me, Kailash, just if you can pen down this incident in the form of a chapter, then show it to me and my wife. I will then decide whether I should allow you to write my biography or not. Friends, it took me about 10 days just to pen down those 2 pages, but when I finally did, both Gurubai and his wife were convinced, and immediately he told Kailash, go ahead. This is 2016 in August. For the next 3 months, I sat with Gurubai and his family and recorded the entire journey of his life. After which I traveled to India. I traveled to all those places where he lived. I started visiting Mathak. I went to Surendranagar. I went to Rajkot, Morbi and Bhuj. In Bhuj, which forms a very important part of his life, I visited the Swaminarayan temple, where he was a priest at the age of 14 years. Later on, I came back to Kenya, and in Kenya I went to Nakuru, where the temple in which he worked as a priest I visited and met all those people who were connected in his life. Between January and March in 2017, I met about 20 to 30 people across cultures who had at some point in time helped or supported Guru Bhai, or who are still a part of his life. The last part, I met his family, each and every member of his family, and then in 2017, between March and September, I penned down the entire autobiography at one go. After finishing, I had a detailed discussion with Guru Bhai and his family, and they approved my draft. And then in September 2017, from Nairobi, I traveled to India. I met about 15 to 20 publishers, showed them the draft of my book, and asked them whether they would be keen on publishing it. Bloomsbury, India was the first publisher who approved my draft maybe in 1 hour after I showed it to them. I must mention Mr. Praveen Tiwari, who was heading their publishing department, was very much positive about this book. And we signed a contract with them to publish the autobiography. Between September, October 2017 and June, July 2018, publishers did editing, wherever necessary rewriting, and finally in 2018, on August 17, we launched Guru, A Long Walk to Success, Autobiography of Mr. Narendra Raval, who is lovingly known as Guru to the world. Rest is history. The book is a Bible for those youngsters who want to dream big, and who want to work hard, dedicatedly and with determination to succeed in their dreams. Friends, this was a brief journey of mine of writing Guru Bhai's autobiography. Thank you.